Welcome everybody, I'm Jody McCoy.
This is Huggz with 2 G's.
This is our second episode of No Huddle.
Where we talk about the latest sports topics
and give most of our opinionated facts.
Alright, well, let's get straight to it. Ezekiel Elliot suspended 6 games by the NFL. I believe for a domestic violence case that happened previously during his rookie year. He filed for appeal. The appeal date is set for August 29th. How you feel about it?
I feel like the NFL is taking it a step further than the actual law. He hasn't been charged in a criminal conviction as far as the states and the laws, but the NFL is taking it a step above and beyond in taking the word of Tiffany Thompson, his girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend at this point.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to cover their own ass at this point. Dating back to the Ray Rice incident that happened a few years ago, how they handled that situation wrong. So basically, anybody that get in a domestic violence situation, they're going to try to make an example of them. I heard, to my knowledge, there's pictures of the woman with her bruises or whatnot. I haven't seen them, but I can tell by your reaction.
Yes. The pictures are bad. They're really bad because it's not only it's not only bad in the sense that, you know, it's a pro athlete versus a white girl, which was what they really started to make the topic about. Was more so she had sent a text message saying that, hey, they're never gonna believe you. I'm a white girl and you're a black athlete, and it kind of turned the tables a little bit because it kills her credibility. But the photos do show that Ezekiel did actually put his hands on her, so he can't say he didn't hit her. But it's also the same thing, is that it's almost like she almost baited him into it. So whatever she could have said to him could have been worthy of it, but at the same time shouldn't have did it. But
I mean, so for him, it's unfortunate. Even his college coach said, he feels like Ezekiel in trouble. And he spent his whole college career at Ohio State. And for even his college coach to feel that way, I believe is a problem. I don't know if he's going to win the appeal, but I think they may reduce 1 game. I think it will be 5 games instead of 6 game suspension.
The NFL is doing a bit much for giving him 6 games right off the rip, because of the simple fact that, he wasn't charged. And you take in comparison to the Josh Brown situation where his team charged him, suspended him for 1 game. But then you also got to look at it that the Roger Goodell situation against Tom Brady, no matter the beef between them, they still gave him 4 games for just deflating football. So it's kind of like, not a double jeopardy, but it's a double-edged sword pretty much, because of the simple fact that, you got on one hand, you got something slipping under the radar, and then this thing that's pushed to the forefront, which domestic violence is a really big, it's a big deal.
Of course.
Especially with these NFL athletes. Look at the size of these people. I mean, you can't really defend yourself that much against those guys. And I also feel like, women shouldn't take that, as an advantage of theirs. So with her, killing her credibility like that, saying things like, I'm a white girl and you're a black athlete, they're never gonna believe you. I think that, it should just be squashed, in, regular court and not on the field. On to another big topic in the NFL. The most valuable position on any team in American football is the quarterback. And right now, I feel like the NFL is in a drought. They're in starvation for quarterbacks. We're talking about
Yeah. I don't even know what the hell to say no more, man. Blake Bortles, you lost it, man. It's over. I wish things could be better, but you gotta go somewhere. You can't stay here anymore.
When your organization says that we don't have an answer for quarterback, it's not like left tackle. It's not like a cornerback. It's not like a safety. It's your quarterback. It's the guy that snaps them. He leads the entire offense. You cut off the head of the snake and the body is just gonna go right. The Jaguars are in trouble.
We are in the weakest division in football. We have a great defense. Our offense would be good. All they have to do is be average at best. Average.
You can win the division.
I watched the game when we played the Bucs Thursday night. He missing throws. He looking for the eclipse. I don't know what's going on with him. He has a contract. They picked up his 5th option. If he gets hurt, they on the hook for $20 million. We need to let him go. It's over.
I go as far as to say is Tom Coughlin is not a subpar coach. And for him to not have an answer and for the organization to just come out and say we are in trouble, I think that you gotta look to free agency, just like other teams like the Indianapolis Colts who have Andrew Luck that's out indefinitely and who are also blacked out. It's just blacked out by saying he may make week 1, he may miss 4 games, he may do this, he may do that. You don't have a quarterback, so you should be looking for a quarterback. The Carolina Panthers.
Cam Newton. I like Cam. You know what I'm saying? It had the Super Bowl run. I know your offensive line is garbage, but you had the surgery in the offseason. They just hope he's more likely to play than actually Andrew Luck. So I don't think they're in that much dire of a need. The Colts actually don't think he's gonna. They're like, please, like they're wishing on a star.
Both out with shoulder injuries.
Both of them had shoulder surgery in the offseason.
Shoulder injury. I believe a quarterback. I believe a quarterback needs his shoulder to throw the football because it'd be pretty mundane to just run every play, even with Cam Newton. Look, at this point, I'm pretty sure you know, and it's becoming to sound like a broken record. Colin Kaepernick is still available. He's still available. He's an NFL quarterback that's been to the NFC Championship twice and to the Super Bowl once. What is the problem? Outside of all of the protests and anything, he's better than any quarterback that's on your roster. You can't fill a roster spot with your head coach. Tom Coughlin can't get behind the center and play quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Man, the hell with this shit, man.
To me, it's mind-boggling still that Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job, but none of these teams are actually looking to sign him.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I wouldn't mind having Colin. I've been told you. I said that on the first episode. I wouldn't mind having Colin Kaepernick just for some competition. But hey, man, we stuck with Blake Bortles and Chad Henne at this point. We might as well use Henne, man, till we punch a drunk. That's it, man.
Chad Henne.
Yes, Chad Henne. That's our other option. And at this point, why not? Why not? We have a good roster. We just need a quarterback. Hell, they might as well sign me. I won't cost this much.
Look, I'm gonna get straight to the point.
Please.
Marshawn Lynch is taking a knee to the national anthem in silent protest of Colin Kaepernick not having a job. These are premier opportunities opening up left and right. It's just like every week there's a different quarterback that's either going to be out or not performing well. Mm-hmm. Now we turn it a little bit to where there's another knee being taken. Michael Bennett from the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. He's taking a knee for the social injustices that was going down at the Right to Unite. I'm not really sure if I'm saying it right, but in South Carolina, all the things that was going on there. Mm-hmm. And he was actually speaking out saying that, hey, it's going to take some more white players to actually join in the cause to just help our nation unite. Now, two different subjects, but both taking the same action and taking the knee for the national anthem.
Well, Marshawn Lynch always, he always been a Rolling Stone, too by his own horn, make his own decisions or whatnot. And he always supported Colin Kaepernick, even though, they battled against each other in the playoffs or whatnot. He always supported. And I also understand where Bennett coming from as well. You need more white players to stand out. And he also had one when his teammate Jason Britt, he's on the offensive line. He said, I'm rolling with my teammate. I understand where he's coming from. And we also need to take a stand as white people. Now, I don't mind that. Only thing, my problem, I don't want to be oversaturated with people kneeling for the wrong reasons.
Right.
If you don't have a reason to do it, don't do it. Don't do it because everybody else is doing it. You need to have a reason. You need to have a better understanding of what's going on in your community or in the country before you even take that next step.
What was the guy's name, bro?
Jason Britt.
Jason Britt. He actually said that in the article that we read, saying that he is going to do himself. He's not just doing it to do it. He's actually going out and he's taken the time to do the research to understand all the things that's going on with this particular topic. Now on to the 2017 NFL preseason.
I don't really know where to start.
Start with Aaron Donald.
Oh, Aaron Donald's holding out. He played for the Los Angeles Rams. People don't know him. He's a defensive tackle. And being that he plays out there, he don't get that much exposure, but he's definitely, everybody's rated him as the #1 defensive tackle in the NFL. He's holding out because he wants a new contract. First 3 years in the league, made the Pro Bowl. He's an All-Pro. And I believe he deserved to get paid. I don't understand how the Rams, who haven't had much success since the Kurt Warner days, don't want to pay their players.
Listen,
no.
the NFL is a $14 billion. That's right, $14 billion company. For any of these teams that have these Spartan warriors, training their entire lives just to make it to this promised land, and any of these teams that just don't want to pay their players, they don't deserve them. That's why I don't feel bad about players like Aaron Donald or Le'Veon Bell or Odell Beckham Jr. holding out on, playing the game of football for a particular team, because they know that they give their blood, sweat, and tears every day. They go out there and they grind hard. Pay these cats their money, man. The MLB is doing it. The NBA is doing it. I don't know what we got to do to make this change, but pay them their money.
Yeah, but to speak on Le'Veon Bell, we all seen Le'Veon Bell, best running back in football, could do it all, catch, pass, block, definitely run the ball. He's a dynamic athlete. But, the running back position is devalued. In today's market, they feel like, we could get 3 C+ running backs to supplement this A+, but you can't replace this guy at all.
Just talking about Odell Beckham and other highly touted players who want big contracts, there's also the aspect of just the other night he got injured. And it didn't look good, but from what they're saying is the negative x-rays, and so did Brandon Marshall, so the Giants are probably in for big trouble.
Hey, John, you need a receiver, man. I'm sitting right here.
You want to play every position?
Why not?
Every sport?
Hey, they pay.
Citizens minimum?
Are y'all hiring? Hey, man, I feel like come there and fill out an application real quick.
I'm pretty sure you can't bench 225.
Hey, but I could run a 4.6.
That's terrible.
Huh? For somebody that's sitting down next to you? Nah, I don't think so.
You're 135 pounds soaking wet.
I could catch everything.
Yeah, and turn that 99 hands to a 66.
Yeah. I'm the GOAT.
Oh, we waiting for y'all.
From the gridiron to the America's pastime. MLB, baseball. Looked at my feed and see Curtis Granderson left the Mets and went to the Dodgers.
Yep, Los Angeles Dodgers. Yep. Making an impact right away, right off the bat. Curtis Granderson hit a grand slam, and much props to him, because, he's had a career that's, at times looked like it was going to be illustrious, and at times it was just like, he was teetering on the back 9 in the first 9. But, Curtis Granderson, great player, great Met. I'm a Mets fan. Unfortunately, we had to let you go because we're doing terrible this year. And speaking of which, Subway Series.
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan as well. We got beat on by the Yankees. It's unfortunate. 2 years ago, we was actually in the World Series. Who would have thought that? Now we're just a punching bag.
The Murph curse. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. You heard it here first on No Huddle. It's called the Murph curse.
The Murph curse.
We did not sign Daniel Murphy. Therefore, we are getting rocked.
Well, the Yankees and the Boston, they are in the series right now. Yankees, about 3-4 games behind? So they kind of need this series.
They're behind 5 games, and every game they play against the Red Sox are worth double. And right now, the Yankees really need to pick it up. They got a little bit of steam beating the crap out of the Mets, but it's almost like Aaron Judge is not even significant at this point. He's out there struggling. I mean, I saw him on Sunday. The guy looks uncomfortable. And, it is a lot to be expected of a rookie that came out just as hot as he did and almost becoming the face of the league. But this kid is looking really lost out there. I don't know what Joe Girardi's going to do or what he could say to this kid.
Well, they say he's batting 182, which is unfortunate. But like I said, he is a rookie. We all expected the wall to hit.
Yeah.
It hits all rookies. But I'm pretty sure maybe if he sent him a few games, let him observe the game, let him get a little bit comfortable, I think he should be fine. But the Yankees will make the playoffs, but how far they get will depend on how Aaron Judge plays.
I want to say that in most sports, making the playoffs when you're a team that's still on the cusp of building would be a bad thing. Like in the NBA, if you're looking to build your team and you want to really go through the draft, then you don't want to be 8th seed and know you're going to get bounced out in the first round. But MLB is a little bit different. This time is for them to get the experience, so I hope they get on a roll and continue to play. And now, from the latest news at the White House, the NBA, which the championship team, the Golden State Warriors, pretty much didn't get an invite, but Kevin Durant made sure that his voice would be heard in saying, hey, even if you do invite us, I'm not coming. And I think players along the lines of the Draymond Greens, Andre Iguodala's, the Klay Thompsons, the Steph Curry's, and maybe even Zaza Pachulia might even jump in because they're not giving out hats big enough.
Did you hear?
What?
Kyrie Irving got traded.
Kyrie came home? Who we give up?
No, brother, not to the Knicks. To Boston. Yeah, they traded Isaiah Thomas.
Oh!
Jay Crowder.
Oh!
And a player to be named in the Brooklyn Nets first round pick for Kyrie Irving.
Can we stop recording at this point? Because
it's going to be all right, brother.
No, it's not.
It's going to be all right.
Kyrie in our division. He in our division now. Okay. You understand that?
My team in the West, I could give a damn what division he in now.
Then why are you breaking news?
Hey, well, I'm just letting you know. He might go for 50 in the Garden. It's all right, man. Kyrie Irving officially been traded. He finally got what he asked for. What you think about the deal, though? Well, you ain't got nothing to say. I'll speak on it. How I think about it? Actually, I like it. Kyrie going to Boston. He's definitely going to be the man. Boston always had the depth, the draft picks, the players. And Isaiah Thomas, it helps Cleveland as far as salary cap is concerned.
You like seeing me like this, don't you? You like seeing me like this.
Hey, well,
forget all the sports talk. You like seeing me like this. You like seeing in agony and pain. Kyrie Irving is literally like 2-3 hours away from us when he was in Cleveland and they could have just kept him and he could have been magically a free agent or something and lands in New York. We could have made some kind of deal where we got stuck with Carmelo Anthony.
He wanted a trade. He did, he said the Knicks, but it didn't happen. Y'all ain't had nothing. But hold on one second. Let me get back to
this. This is officially the dead season of the NBA. This is the worst time for anybody, especially if you're a New York Knicks fan.
LeBron and Isaiah Thomas.
Thanks, Phil.
LeBron and Isaiah Thomas.
I feel like Isaiah Thomas is like 2 feet tall. Outside of him being able to shoot the ball, who can he really defend? Didn't do a great job against Kyrie.
Hey, well, to be honest,
I don't think that the Cleveland Cavaliers are actually going to be in the finals this year now. I think that was a dumb trade. That was stupid. That was dumb. Just for name's sake, yes, Isaiah Thomas can put up points, but at the same time, when you playing against a team like the Boston Celtics, you think about it this way. They go neck to neck with you, and Kyrie Irving is now that inside man.
Yeah, they got Gordon Hayward,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. The Celtics have upgraded now, and I feel like the Cavaliers have taken a step back. They got to get rid of Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving was the reason that Kevin Love really was there. LeBron James doesn't have a real relationship with Kevin Love. You see him. He sat at the back of the bus. Yeah, he Rosa Parks did. He chose to sit at the back of the bus on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is terrible. It's terrible for the NBA. The Western Conference is beefed up. The Western Conference is totally beefed up. Only games that will be interested in the Eastern Conference will be the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers, just to see the debacle that is LeBron James at this point.
Man. He ain't go to the Knicks. Oh well.
Well, yeah. You know, we got Frankie Nina. Niddle diddle, you know, we got nitty, whatever his name is. Well, thanks. You just ruined my NBA segment. Wanted to talk about the banana boat. Ended up in New York, but as we all can see, that this is probably going to be the end of any dreams or hopes for New York. Thanks.
Why he over here bickering in his sorrows? You all right? Like to thank everybody for watching. No Huddle. Once again, this is Huggz with 2 G's.
I'm unfortunate.
We gonna end this on a good note. Anquan Bolden retired, had an illustrious career. More props to you. He was my favorite receiver for years. I know he ain't got too much to say because he's still worried about his Knicks.
At a time like this,
Yeah, I'm talking about Anquan Bolden. Yeah,
for what?
because he's a great player.
Okay.
First game he ever had.
Kyrie Irving plays for the Celtics right now, and you talking about Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I am. First game he ever had 200 yards receiving. Kyrie ain't do that.
Kyrie don't play football.
Exactly. And we gonna close this out. Holla at you.
Make sure you subscribe and comment and like and do all the things that people do on YouTube that's not a fan.
Make sure
of
y'all
the
get at him.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's sick right now. Look at him. He's sick. He's losing weight as we speak.